So another week of Aharen-san has been bequeathed upon us, and I need to ask you a question straight up. Did you think that Raito was about to semi-confess or just straight up ask Reina if they were going out? I had that feeling. Like, right then and there, he, like, bent down, and he was talking to her, and I thought that he was gonna be like, hey, are we, like, boyfriend, girlfriend? Like, I thought he was just gonna straight up just, like, ask her if they were going out. And obviously, like, it cut. Like, it hardcore cut right there. So I wonder if, like, next week we'll get a continuation of that, or if they'll just, like, never happen, which it might be just that. They might just continue on to the next story. But I definitely thought that we were gonna get, like, a semi-blown kind of, like, confession right there, in a sense, just because he's just so dumb and dense. Like, he was just gonna straight up ask her, like, and if in that moment she was like, well, yeah, he would just have to be like, oh, okay, let's go home. Just kind of go on about their day, because they're essentially basically going out as it is already. But I love that it kind of took the, I don't want to say initiative, but it took the intervention of Aharen's siblings to really kind of get them to this point, which is actually, overall, it's actually pretty cool that we're actually to this point already. But, I guess the not sad part, I guess the reality is we're on episode number 9 of Aharen-san. So that means we really only have episode 10, 11, 12. So we have 3 weeks, 3 more episodes to kind of see if we get there, which at this point, if I'm the creator or if I'm the anime director, and I have this source material, like, I'm going to wait for that point to end the season on that note to uplift my viewers. So that's what I would do. And if you guys are asking me why are you talking like that, Dom? I've been watching a lot of 𝐒𝐻𝐲𝐵𝐭. Okay, I just got done watching the series. I know all the linguistics now, but like, I would. That's the reality though. Is like, you have to think, like, if you're a studio or whatever. Like, I would wait until that, like, aha moment. If we never get a season 2, like, at least I can end on a good note. So I'm hoping that that's what ends up happening. I'm hoping that we get that good note, at the end of the season, because I feel like we are 100% building up to that, and I would love. The thing that would make this, very Aharen-san, very, like, the thing that would keep in, I don't want to say it, but, like, how do you say it? The thing that would keep this in the vibe or the style of the anime is if it is just like what happened right now. If they don't have a confession or a talk, they're just like, hey, are we? And they're like, yeah. Like, one of them just says yes, and they're like, yes, and then, like, they go off into the sunset or go to school, and then that's the end of the anime. Like, I would totally be okay with that. So I don't know. Just let me know if you guys thought the same exact thing of what I did, because that's exactly, like, where my head was during the entire that entire last scene of the episode. The other things too is, again, Reina ended up having another sibling. She ended up having a little sister who was a bigger sister. In my head, I was like, oh, that's her older sister. And I love how Raito keeps, like, hitting it off with her siblings, and they all have, like, this, like, they like him, not like in a romantic sense or anything, but, like, they like genuinely like him, and it's because he's likable, and they can see the things that Reina sees in him, and because that's just who he is as a person. He's good natured, little bit dense, very kind, puts people first, kind of thing. Like, so that's generally very good vibes for somebody to have. So I love how he continues to show that when he interacts with Ren, when he helped him with shopping, when he interacts with I forget what her name is already. Eri? Is her name Eri? Correct me in the comments. I don't know. I'm gonna go look it up after I'm done talking, but let's just call her Eri. He met her for the first time. He went out, he did the claw machine, so he had this good relationship with them. He tried to give her, like, the doll, and then he gave her recognition when it came time to it, when he had to go and drop off the paperwork. He's like, he can't not be honest, and that's a great trait to have. You know what I mean? So I love how he has grown those relationships with her siblings, which immediately gets him kudo points. It's like, just date her, just go be their big brother. So I really like that quite a bit. So I'm gonna be really positive. I'm just gonna kind of end there on this week's episode. I think this was a really good episode. The things I don't like, the anime continues to do, which I have said over and over, which works great as a 4-panel manga. It doesn't work great as an anime, which is a constant confusion that Raito has. This episode, he thought that Aharen was like Kill Bill. He thought that the sister was like this killer or whatever. Like, he constantly has these crazy imagination misconceptions, and at this point, I'm just like, yeah, I just acknowledge. I don't acknowledge them. I think that's the worst part of the anime, but it's personally because it has so much other good stuff going on. But it happened again this episode, so it'll continue to happen up until the end of the anime. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys on those thoughts there. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. Definitely love Reina's sister, top notch. She's well endowed, very nice. So let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode down in the comments below. And of course, as always, I appreciate you guys being here. And I'll see you guys next week for next Friday on Aharen-san. All right, peace out, my friends.